Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is a Blu-ray horror collection. Yeah, the last couple videos, this is like the third time I'm shooting this video, and the reason why I'm shooting this video is because the first video I posted, I didn't like the way it looked, I didn't like the way I edited it, I just didn't like it. And I know it has quite a bit of views on there, like 80-something views. Please ignore those are the church bells down the street, but anyway, I'm just gonna go ahead and redo the video, guys. Hopefully the music doesn't bother you, but let's go ahead and dive right into this so we can just get this over with. But first up, we got 28 days later and 28 weeks later. I have not seen those yet, surprisingly. Alien, the 6-film collection. Pretty sure everybody has Alien in their collection somewhere, right? Alien. Aliens. One of the best werewolf movies ever. An American Werewolf in London. Gotta rewatch that soon. I heard they're making it, actually. American Psycho with Christian Bale. Played masterfully by Christian Bale. The Amityville Horror Trilogy. The second one being my favorite, actually. The Possession. Really enjoyed that one, actually. Yeah. Weird, but I enjoyed it. Amityville Horror, the original. Apollo 18. You know, a throwaway found footage, but it's not too bad. The Conjuring films. We got The Nun. Annabelle, which is I'm stuck between The Nun and Annabelle, which is probably the worst of the series so far, but I'm actually that's tough. It's really tough. Annabelle Creation, the movie we should have got in the beginning, but we didn't. We had to wait. But that's a fun-ass movie. Creepy, too. The Conjuring, the first one, the best one in my opinion. Love that movie. The Conjuring 2, a very solid-ass sequel, like the second best in the franchise so far. Army of Frankensteins, have not seen it yet, but I am looking forward to watching it. It looks pretty bad, but, you know, sometimes bad is good. The Babadook. Better Watch Out. Need to check that one out. I enjoy Christmas horror movies. The Blair Witch Project, the definitive found footage horror film, in my opinion. Blair Witch, pretty good, pretty solid. The Boy, decent movie, creepy doll, like really bad payoff. Yeah, that was a bad ending. I'm not gonna lie. Carrie with Chloe Grace Moretz. A lot of people hate this movie and found it unnecessary. I find it unnecessary, but I actually enjoy the movie. Carrie with Sissy Spacek, the best one, easily. Cell, have not seen it yet, but I've heard some very bad things. Let's move this here back just a smidge so we can make it easier on me. Alright, that should do it. Alright, I was on Cell, so we got The Changeling. Top 5 favorite haunting movies, maybe, yeah. I enjoyed The Changeling quite a bit. George C. Scott was good in it. Children of the Corn, that's awesome Arrow release. That's a nice addition. Chillerama, very weird. Probably won't watch it again, actually. And I like weird, but that movie, I don't know. I don't know what they were going for. Christine with this awesome steelbook. Got that at Walmart. Chucky, the 7-movie collection. Child's Play being my favorite. Child's Play 2 being my second favorite. And the new Child's Play being my third. Clown. Very enjoyable, actually. Cujo, classic. Stephen King goodness. Sorry guys, my arm's already hurting. I don't know why. Dawn of the Dead and Land of the Dead. Dawn of the Dead being the better film, but I do enjoy Land of the Dead. It's pretty fun. Dead Silence, one of James Wan's older films, which is actually a really decent film. Has a good like urban legend feel to it. Deep Blue Sea, I have not seen it actually. Actually, no, I haven't seen this one. Oh yeah, I bought it at like the $5 bin at Walmart. The Descent, if you have claustrophobia, this movie is a pain in the ass, because I'll tell you what. The Devil's Reject, cannot wait for 3 from Hell. I need to get House of a Thousand Corpses. Love House of a Thousand Corpses, don't know why I don't own it yet. With my next paycheck, I will probably buying that. Don't Breathe. Saw it, really enjoyed it, very suspenseful film. I don't know how I felt about the ending, honestly. It was alright, I guess. It finished the movie. Dracula with Bela Lugosi. Bram Stoker's Dracula with Gary Oldman. Dracula Untold with what's his name? Give me a second. Luke Evans, who was Gaston in the new Beauty and the Beast, and Bard from The Hobbit. Drag Me to Hell, which is not one of Sam Raimi's best, but I enjoy it. It's fun. Dreamcatcher, one of Stephen King's worst, but it's so bad, it's actually not a bad watch. It is a bad movie, don't get me wrong. From Dusk Till Dawn. Evil Dead remake, which is pretty damn awesome, actually. The Evil Dead, love it. Top 5 favorite horror films of all time. If not, maybe top 5 films of all time. And Evil Dead 2 or Evil Dead Dead by Dawn, which is the fans' favorite, really. It's not my favorite, but I can understand why it's the fan favorite. Let's go ahead and move down really quick. Continuing the Evil Dead movies, we got Army of Darkness, The Exorcist, classic, good stuff. Both of them are classics, actually. The Final Destination, which is like the 4th or 5th movie in the franchise. I started watching Final Destination. I finished the first one and I finished the second one. I stopped on the third one only because I felt the openings to the movies got repetitive. It was the same exact thing, just different scenarios, and it just got old after a while. In all honesty, Freddy vs. Jason, the early 2000s films, man, are just so much fun to watch. Friday the 13th, the 2009 movie, which, you know, the first time watching it, I hated it. Like, I'm such a big Friday the 13th fan, I hated the first time I saw this. Then, actually, the more I watched it, the more I actually appreciated the movie. And now I enjoy it quite a bit. Friday the 13th, the original. Friday the 13th Part 2, which is probably the second best Friday the 13th film, in my opinion. Friday the 13th Part 3 in 3D. Which, you know, I should say, this is the first horror movie I've ever seen in my life. I was probably about 5 years old when my sister threw this on for us, and it was on TV. It was like around Halloween time, and I'll tell you what, loved it ever since. Friday the 13th, the final chapter, the best Friday the 13th film, in my opinion. This is cool because this went out of print. This Friday the 13th double pack. With Part 5 and Part 6. I know it went out of print and it was going for like $40 on like eBay and stuff. People were like wanting to get it and stuff. I found this at a half price books for like $8 and I was like so lucky to come across this. Like, I love that. Fright Night 2. Get Out. I cannot wait to see Us. Gremlins. What can I say about Gremlins? Such a fun movie, such a classic. Green Room. Halloween, the complete collection. The first one being the best, obviously. The second movie. The whole franchise, you know, is not really canon anymore, so it's hard to really tell. Like, I gotta actually sit down and like go through my favorite ones. But like, the first one is definitely my favorite, and this one is my second favorite, believe it or not. Halloween 2018. I highly enjoyed that film. I actually tried to audition for that movie, but I think I sent my audition in wrong. And I, you know, never heard a reply, so I think that was because it wasn't obviously because, you know, a lot of people don't even get into these movies. Like, thousands of people send in auditions and stuff, and most time, you know, it never works out. But I did try, so, I'm curious, like, if I actually sent that in right, maybe I would have gotten in, who knows? Happy Death Day, another Blumhouse movie. Need to check that one out, actually. Hellraiser 1, 2, and 3, the box set here. Yeah, I do need to check that out, I really do. I've seen this one. What am I talking about? I've seen the first and second movie. It's the third movie I need to check out still. I really enjoyed the first one. I kind of hated the second one. It took away what was so good about the first movie and made kind of the demons kind of look like a bunch of bitches. And I didn't like that. Hereditary. Still need to check it out, but I heard a lot of mixed things. Like, I heard, like, you know what? If it said, like, look at that quote on there. Those are some big words. Like, this generation's The Exorcist. Those are some pretty big words. The Hills Have Eyes, the remakes, and I have a funny story about The Hills Have Eyes, actually, the first remake movie, which I find to be one of the best slashers out, like, not slashers, that's not the right word I wanted to say, but it's one of the best remakes out there, easily. And when I was young and we put that on, they rented it at a Hollywood Video that was like maybe 5 minutes from our place. They rented this thing, and yeah, I had to leave the room. I had to leave the room when they put it on. It got that scary for me. Like, sorry, moving the light back so I don't bump into it. Gonna move this back a little bit. Yeah, I got quite a bit more. Not like a giant collection, but you know what I mean. The Howling. I hear Andy Muschietti, the director of It. Let me see if I can move this over here a little bit. Oh, there he is right there. It's Pennywise. Yep. Pennywise over there. Yep. I heard Andy Muschietti, the director of It, wanted to actually do something with this idea and remake it, and I'm all for it. I'm all for it. I think that's an awesome idea. Insidious. Insidious Chapter 2, being my favorite of the series. Insidious Chapter 3. Insidious The Last Key being the most disappointing of the series. Pretty generic horror film, like that's very generic. It Follows. Stephen King's It. Tim Curry, in my opinion, I know I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this, but Tim Curry is, not, you know, it's a pretty popular opinion. Tim Curry is the better clown. Like, I enjoy the new remake, and I think it's actually a better movie overall than the original one, but, like, Tim Curry in that movie is the superior clown, like, easily. Bill Skarsgård's great, though. Like, for what he was doing, he's great. He's great Pennywise. Cannot wait for It Chapter 2. Yes, the 2017 It movie on 4K. It Comes at Night. Saw it, I enjoyed it. Very good suspense, actually. Jaws. Not much to say. Jaws is Jaws. It's a classic. Jeepers Creepers 1 and 2. Gotta watch those once a year around Halloween time. Here's one I don't need to watch around Halloween time every year. Jeepers Creepers 3, which I'm probably never going to watch again. I'm going to keep it, though, because I have the rest of them. Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Another one I watch every year. Probably more than once a year, actually. I love the hell out of this movie. I love Killer Clowns from Outer Space, man. That's such a good movie. Fun movie is what I want to say. Not a good one, but a fun one. Krampus, a decent little horror popcorn Christmas movie. Yeah, it's fun. Creepy moments. Leprechaun. The first one's being a guilty pleasure, like one of my biggest guilty pleasures. The other ones are hit and miss. Can't really defend that franchise. It's pretty bad, but it's fun. Lights Out. The Lost Boys being one of the best vampire films out there, easily. Misery. Kathy Bates is fantastic. Pretty sure she won the Oscar. Not sure. I can't remember, though. Maximum Overdrive, another Stephen King good popcorn flick. Like, good fun, good action, good popcorn flick. Not scary at all, but it's fun. We're going to move this back just a little bit. Yep, right there. The Meg. The Mummy with Brendan Fraser, a childhood classic. The Mummy with Tom Cruise. Still need to watch it, but I've heard a lot of bad things. Like, I have never been more unsure about watching a film in my life. Nightmare on Elm Street, the whole collection. The first movie being my favorite, the third movie being my second favorite. Pretty good, solid franchise. I'm not gonna say that because a lot of movies are pretty hit and miss in that whole franchise. But I don't know. It's tough. It's tough. I want to defend it. A lot of movies I want to defend. Robert Englund is phenomenal as Freddy Krueger, but that does hit some bumpy spots, and I'm not gonna lie because all the horror franchises hit some bumpy spots eventually. Nightmare on Elm Street, the remake. I enjoyed it for what it was. I know a lot of people hate it. Night of the Living Dead. Other Side of the Door. The Others. Creepy. Very under. Not many people talk about that one. Ouija's Origins of Evil. Pet Sematary, the original standard Blu-ray. The 4K edition of Pet Sematary. Pet Sematary. Paranormal Activity 1. Paranormal Activity 4. I don't have the rest of them, but I think my favorite one is the third movie. I do. People Under the Stairs. Phenomenal Wes Craven film. If you have not seen People Under the Stairs and you love Wes Craven, I highly recommend it. Phantom of the Opera with Claude Rains. Phantasm. I love Phantasm. Such a good freaking movie. Like, very underrated. Not many people talk about Phantasm, you know. Like, Halloween's talked about a lot, you know, Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street, but Phantasm's not talked about too much, and I think it's a really solid flick. Phoenix Forgotten, a very throwaway found footage movie. Needed more aliens, needed more stuff to intrigue me. Poltergeist, the remake, which I really don't like. I like the look of the doll right there, but I don't like the movie that much. I need to get the original on Blu-ray. I have it on DVD. Gotta get the original on Blu-ray. Predator, the 3-movie collection, with Predator being one of my favorite action films of all time. President's Day, I got this from Horror Pack. It has Sean C. Phillips in it. He is Cool Duder on YouTube, and he was the best part about the movie. When I saw him, you could tell he like, all the acting in this movie is not like the most greatest, but it's so low budget that it was like it had leeway. I let it have a lot of leeway, but Sean C. Phillips did a pretty good job in this. It went on a little bit longer than I wanted it to, but it was fun to see Sean C. Phillips in a film, and it wasn't a bad little horror flick. Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho classic. What can I say about it? The Purge. Not a big fan of the first Purge movie. The Purge Anarchy. I actually thought this was a pretty good horror action film. Like, yeah, not bad. And then the first Purge. I gotta get the rest of the Purge movies because I already have the newest one. I gotta have the rest of them. It's just how it is. But I have not seen this movie yet. I'm looking forward to watching it. I know that the series itself is hit or miss, but yeah, I'm looking forward to watching that one. Down to my third and final shelf, we have The Pyramid. Hopefully you guys can see that. Let me see if I can maybe move my light over a little bit. Didn't really help that much, but we'll see. The Pyramid. Have not seen it yet, but it looks like a pretty interesting found footage film. So there's that one. Quiet Place. Which, you know, it is a good movie. It really is a good movie. Great acting, but it is a bit overrated in my opinion. Like, it is in my opinion. Still a fine movie, though. The Raven with John Cusack. Still need to check it out, but I do like the original story of The Raven, so. Salem's Lot. Heard this is getting a James Wan remake, which it highly deserves it. Count Barlow is one of the scariest sons of guns. Scream, the first 3 movies. 7. Here, guys, let me see if I can move the slide over a little bit so we can see a lot better. 7, that's a little better. 7. She Kills, have not seen it yet, but I got it from Horror Pack. The Shining, cannot wait for Dr. Sleep. The Shining is a classic. There's not much I can say that already has not been said. I'll probably do a review at some point, actually. Silent Hill, still need to check it out, but I am looking forward to it. Silent Night, Deadly Night, got it in like the $7.50 bin. Silence of the Lambs with Hannibal Lecter. Anthony Hopkins gives a freaking powerhouse performance. Silver Bullet, little fun film with Gary Busey. Good werewolf flick. Signs, love Signs. Has a lot of flaws, but I do enjoy it. Shutter Island. Slender Man. I'm a supporter of creepypasta, so I have the movie. It's a bad movie though. Like, the acting is some of the worst acting that I've seen in years. Like, it's bad. Same Kind of Hate. Got it from Horror Pack. Don't know much about it. Split. The Strangers Pray at Night. A very fun horror film. Very fun, very 80s feel. Love it, actually. I really do enjoy that movie a lot. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the original film, the best film, top 5 favorite horror films of all time, easily. Leatherface, you know that twist at the end? I didn't like it. He didn't feel like Leatherface to me. It was a very disappointing film. It had good gore effects every here and there, but other than that, that movie was so disappointing. Like, I was expecting a lot from it. Maybe that's my fault for expecting too much. The Thing prequel, I have the original one somewhere on DVD. I need to upgrade it to Blu-ray. Like, I have this one on Blu-ray. I saw this in theaters and it was a lot of fun. I enjoy it. Like, it's all right. It's not a bad movie. It's fun. Tremors. Trick or Treat, which is getting a sequel. Cannot wait. Good flick. Victor Crowley, I need to watch the Hatchet series before I watch this one. The Violent Kind, or Violent Kind, something like that, yeah. It says from the same producer of Halloween and the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, so I'll have to check it out. Winchester, this had such potential to be a fantastic film. Like, it had every bit of potential to be so great, and it was a very mediocre horror film, which was disappointing. The Witch, Love it. Good stuff. Very suspenseful. Good. It's a really good slow burn horror film. The Wolfman with Lon Chaney Jr., my favorite original Universal monster film. The Wolfman. The Wolfman with Benicio del Toro, which I actually really enjoy. I think it's actually a very overhated movie. I don't think it deserves all the hate it gets. I actually really enjoy it, and I like the look of the werewolf. The Woman in Black, very underrated. Not many people talk about this one. Very good haunting film. Got me a little bit. World War Z, very okay zombie apocalyptic movie. Wrong Turn, the 3-pack. I seen Wrong Turn, Dead End, I think it's what it's called. Yeah, I've seen Wrong Turn 2, Dead End. Have not seen the rest of them. Need to watch the first one. I do like crazy-ass, mutated creature movies. So, yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to checking that one out. And then we got finishing off this cool video, Zombieland, the first movie, The Steelbook. Zombieland 2 trailer just dropped today. Looks pretty damn fun. But guys, that is it. That is my horror Blu-ray collection. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe, of course. You know, give me recommendations. What Blu-rays do you think I should add to my collection? What movies that would you say go out and buy right now? Or like, if you just had to watch it, or just give me recommendations. I love recommendations. I'm a giant horror buff. Always have been. Just need to collect more Blu-rays. I got a lot of Blu-rays. They're just not as many. I thought I had more horror films, but there's not as many as I thought there was when I put them all together in this little stack, so I'm gonna have to buy a lot more. But guys, comment down below, let me know your thoughts, and as always, I do appreciate watching. Thanks guys, and take care.